DNow was really special this year. We went out on a limb and kind of took some risks this year, some risks that, quite frankly, I had been kind of afraid to make in years past, and realized coming out of it that these were risks that were well worth taking.
And we're glad that everybody is here. But I'm going to follow them anyways.
There we go, I like that. As we told you guys going into DNow, that this year in particular, we were just going to stick with a spiritual formation focus. And coming out of DNow, listening to some of the testimonies by word of mouth, reading the testimonies that are on our student evaluations and from our leaders, God really showed up in some big ways. We didn't have the big gatherings that we usually do, that we do with all sorts of churches around Jacksonville. We were able to focus on our students. And so everything we did essentially was kind of lined up with what are the needs right now of our students. So the students that came in first and they heard about our theme, the table, how our life resembles a table, but also how Jesus, on the night that he was betrayed, invited his disciples to a table to do some of the deepest work of spiritual formation. And then they transitioned to talking about what they needed to remove off of their table, what they need to remove from their lives. And one of the big key elements of spiritual formation is before you add, you have to subtract.
When we start getting rid of stuff off of our table, we got to remember who God is. And so maybe the thing that needs to come off of your table is some bad idea.
And so students actually walked with their small group leaders and their small groups through what needs to be subtracted. It wasn't something that we gave them to do once DNow was over. We actually did it right there on the spot. Then we started talking about things to add, and we actually did that on the spot, not giving them homework for the week after DNow, but letting them actually process through, pray through, and giving them that space at DNow weekend. And then we started talking about the people that are at our table, the plan that we need to have if we're going to actually succeed, and the people who need to be a part of that plan. And again, all these things were done there that weekend.
Oh my gosh.
We had two really special moments where we did do some worship, and man, it was powerful. If you weren't in the room, it's going to be hard to explain. We were able to take communion together. We were able to walk through some guided prayer together. Really powerful weekend. We are excited as we move forward in this spring semester of the school year to see what God is going to continue to do in the lives of our students. So thank you for your support. Thank you, Micah class, for cooking. Thank you, all of our drivers, our small group leaders, all the folks, the band that was put together for us. Man, you guys always step up when it comes to students, and I appreciate that, and I have appreciated it for so long. You guys are the best. We'll talk to you soon.